Hi everyone, this is PT Gav Gamer here, bringing more fitness into gaming. Now this is going back from a video that I did, which was my second video of gameplay that I pre-recorded, but also talked about a little bit about fitness and training, and it's done quite well. It's done, I think it's just 25 views, something like that. So what I've done this time round is this is pre-recorded gameplay of me playing some Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Something a bit different. Instead of using my World at War 2, which I play a lot of. So I've gone back into this. These are actually just games that I've literally done today. I've not played loads of games. I've just gone into game. I did find it quite hard at first with a lot of them, trying to get into it, because it is, for me, seems more slower. But we'll see how we get on. He kind of likes to move on me. Right, so we're going to talk about different ways of training to make your kind of routines a little bit more, I'll say, fun, enjoyable, challenging. Just different ways. Now, the first thing I would always go for, and I always mention in any workout, try and incorporate compound movements. Now, compound movements are anything from not just using one muscle group, several different muscle groups, so that'll be more of an effective workout. For example, let's go, let's say bicep curl. Bicep curl is just isolation exercise on the arms. Now, to make it interesting, I would say do something like chin-ups. So you're not just using your biceps, working your upper back as well, engaging your core, more muscle groups, so it's more of an effective workout quickly, and it spends less time in the gym as well. Linking it towards, let's say, fat loss, using more muscle groups, increasing the heart rate. Using more of the heart rate, going to help you burn more fat, and you're going to feel more of a kind of sweat on and a pump on at the same time. Instead of going, okay, let's do leg press, and you're not using as many muscle groups, where you could do, for example, a barbell squat or a barbell deadlift, which incorporates all around the body as well. So different movements I would always try and incorporate. I do it a lot in my circuit classes, so I do teach a lot of classes as well. I try and put it in my own routines as well. Moving on to different ways you can incorporate kind of shorter routines, so you'll see a lot of my new videos coming up in the next couple of days or even next week, called my 4-minute fitness. So I do this with a lot of what we call supersets or trisets. Now, supersets are where you're doing 2 exercises in one set. I usually say set or round. Totally up to you. It's the same thing really. Rounds just how many times you do it. Sets are the same. So this could be, for example, superset normally is 2 exercises of the same muscle group. So it could be something like flat bench press into a flat dumbbell fly. So you could do 10 reps for one straight away into 10 reps for the other, and then have your rest then. Tricep can be the same again with 3 muscle groups. So let's go for an example of flat bench press, incline bench press, and then into something like press ups. So 3 different parts of chest exercises, so we can tricep as well. Now, I've utilised these and changed them around a little bit. So what I do now for my clients, so they can get more of an effective routine, and I kind of do it in my own routines as well, where I try and get a resistant exercise, either 2 resistant exercises in the cardio, or vice versa, where I say 1 resistance and 2 cardio. So yeah, again, going off my 4-minute videos, just go off a kind of little plan what I did with one of my clients, which was I go on using a cardio equipment, which is a row for 150 meters, followed by a front squat with a kettlebell for 10 reps, followed by 10 kettlebell swings. So I've got 2 cardio things there, and also a resistance with a front squat. Yeah, again, for me, I tend to do this with a lot of my clients, because it's not moving around gym, killing time out of their actual own personal time. At the same time, they enjoy it because it gives them a challenge to do in the amount of rounds or minutes I get them to do it as well. And it's more of an effective routine to keep the heart rate up, similar to like a circuit, or if you want to go CrossFit style. Either way, I still very highly try and do this, and you don't have to spend hours in the gym as well. Moving on to other stuff as well. I'm going to talk about a bit more cardio based this time, a bit more interval training. Now, interval training, there's loads and absolutely loads of research behind interval training. You'll find loads on YouTube, a lot of people who are rated quite highly. Interval training is anything towards, from my point of view, fat loss. It can be speed and power training as well. Reason why it's effective, at the end of the day, you're going from one extreme to another, pumping more blood around the body, and your body's going to work a little bit more harder. You're already burning more calories, pumping more blood around the body. At the same time, there's so much blood pumping around the body, it helps you burn fat up to 48 hours after, or roughly about 24 to 48 hours after training. So you have literally a calorie burning machine straight after training, so it's quite an effective thing. Now, ways to do interval training, there's different ways yet again. You can do it through time. It can be done through resistance as well, with cardio resistant exercises, and also most of the time it can be done through cardio training as well. So we'll go from time frame as well. You can go for your short power stuff, for anything from like 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. I'm doing quite a few rounds that way. If you're new to intervals, you could do something like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and that can ease yourself in. 9 times out of 10, a lot of people go for 1 minute on, 1 minute off, which is the most common one when we come to cardio exercises. There is also a lot of stuff that I do recently with a lot of my clients, and I do it in a lot of my HIIT courses, which I learn quite a lot. I say a lot of. I'm not a trained instructor in this at all, which is Insanity, where they use what they call max intervals, which is 3 minutes on and 1 minute off, where you spend a long time of high intensity for that long period of 3 minutes, and you have that short 1 minute rest. Now, interval training heart rate, if you had a graph, would be doing something like going up, down, like so. So like I'm saying, you're pumping a lot of body, a lot of energy to bring it back up. So that's if you were tracking your heart, let's say through like a let's say Fitbit, heart rate monitor, something like that. Again, max interval training is another method, but you would need to get your fitness up first, and that's what I try and teach in my HIIT courses. So max interval training is where you spend predominantly a lot more towards the top end of your heart rate for a period of time, then it drops back down and then it comes back up again. So predominantly that does help burn more calories than doing up and down, but by any means, whatever is effective towards your fitness at that time. Now, different ways yet again. You could do treadmill or even run outside, to be honest, where you're walking for a minute and then fast jogging, walking, fast jogging. If you want to make it really hard and more explosive in the power and sport specifics, you've got like woodways where you can sprint for a minute and then you can stop and sprint. Same with rowers as well. You can go slow on the rower and then really fast on the rower, or stop and then go on the rower. It's whatever's comfortable for you. Same with bikes as well. A lot of pre-season training I used to do for rugby and football, which is hill running, so running up hills where you sprint up the hill and you literally like crawling back down the hill and then sprinting back up again. Anything that's going to use a lot of energy to basically push your heart rate above your head, you know what I mean, roughly. Now, another good training if you want to spruce things up, make it, instead of going, okay, do you know what, I'm sick of running for 20 minutes, or my partner's probably taking a mick out of me now if I'm using my hands. Yeah, I know, I need to stop doing it. I'm not Italian, but I'm very getting distracted. Now, going on to fartlek training. Now, I am not taking a mick before we start with my hands still. Fartlek training is a type of training. Now, like I said, if you're not used to just jumping on, let's say, Stairmaster for 45 minutes and getting a bit bored, or you're jumping on a treadmill and you're just like, I'll push a bit of incline, I don't know. if you want to make it a little bit more interesting, I've done it at quite a lot of my boot camps before actually, and you kind of make it randomly up where you go, do you know what, I'm going to run 3 minutes on a 10% incline, low speed, then I'm going to bring it back down into a walk, and then I'm going to go into a fast sprint for 30 seconds. It's anything to just keep your heart rate going up and down, guessing all the time. So this, like I said, I mentioned on the treadmill, you can make it going up, you can make it going down, you go from fast to slow, anything. Now, same again, linking towards the intervals. Exercise wise, you can do this, so you can do stuff like your kettlebell swing, anything that's power based. We've got sledge or prowlers in our gym, battle ropes, bodyweight stuff like burpees, squat jumps. You can make these interesting and do a lot with either reps or time. So you could do like 10 seconds of a rep and then change the time frame of your rest and stuff like that to like a little bit more fun and interesting maybe. But fartlek training quite good, do it for 10 to 20 minutes. Intervals, yeah, again, I would recommend anything for like 10 to 20 minutes again. You can do like 30-minute HIIT workouts that I do at my course and work, which are effective. But I wouldn't spend too long. I say 30 minutes is probably the max that your body would need. Okay. Last little bit I'm going to go through, without moving my arms too much like I'm doing a dance move, is functional movement. So another good way to make your own workout. So if you're into like, oh, I want to make this workout, I want to change this, and you like making your own programs, a good way to change things up instead of working what we call sagittal and frontal plane movements is functional movements. Now, functional is stuff you do in everyday life movements. So that's bending, that's twisting, push, pull, gating, so anything like movement as well. So it's changing your body into different movements. So this could be, for example, typical one, press ups. Okay, a lot of frontal movements there. Okay, so I'm still pushing the body. Well, how could I make that into a twist? So I do a lot of my clients or my warm-ups doing press up into T-turns, getting the kind of twist movement or lateral movement, or you could go to a lunge into lat raises or a diagonal lunge. So you're working in different plane movements, and that keeps your body guessing, but also working your core a little bit further at the same time. But also functional means using everyday life movement. So you're looking to improve quality of life. Because at the end of the day, you could be reaching to the top shelf, you could be bending down, you haven't got that flexibility, and that's the type of stuff that we recommend in just starting people who are new to the gym, but also it can go back to basics as well. Okay. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video and the gameplay. Please comment below if you've got any questions. And by all means, if you've got anything you want to ask me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, by all means you can catch me there as well. But stay tuned for more videos. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.